Shouldn't be worried about that, David, in a press conference.
You really shouldn't be, but if you look at what the press did, one reporter after the other, they're grandstanding. They're trying to make it about them, not about the American people, not about getting information from the president to transmit to the American people, which is what the job of real journalists are. Jim Acosta has crossed this line long ago. I am so happy that the White House has revoked his press credential and will not be able to come back. Look, that doesn't mean CNN can't send someone else and that CNN will have a voice.
You almost wonder if he sort of wanted this because he's now got all the attention on him. But here's what Sarah Huckabee Sanders is saying tonight, and I read to you, David. She talks about how the president believes in the freedom of the press. However, that they're not going to tolerate a reporter like this placing his hands on a young woman just trying to do her job. She writes, as a White House intern. She goes on to say, as a result of today's incident, the White House is suspending the hard pass of the reporter involved until further notice. It's my understanding that he still has not apologized to her. It seems like the young woman deserves one. Yeah.
He needs he needs to apologize. But look, last week it was Don Lemon. This week it's Jim Acosta. They are subpar, journalists at a failing network, and they want and are craving attention. That is what this is about. Let's not put anything else to it other than it's a grandstanding episode by Jim Acosta
to try and
once
get
again.
More ratings and more attention.
That's it.
Okay, David, it's good to see you. Thank you so much. Good to have
Thanks
you here tonight. Back to our top story, everyone. Our top story, Attorney General Jeff Sessions is submitting his letter of resignation at President Trump's request. Joining me right now for the legal fallout on Sessions' resignation, trial attorney Misty Marish. She joins me right now. Hey, Misty, I know that you also have a background. I don't mean to spring this on you last minute, but in sexual assault cases, et cetera. What's your reaction to that video that we saw there where Jim Acosta is sort of wrestling this young White House intern to keep the microphone? And as such, tonight, we have just learned moments ago, he is no longer going to be able to have his hard pass, his reporting pass, to be there at the White House. What do you say about that? And then we'll move on to Sessions.
Trish, I was hoping we'd have the opportunity to talk about it because I was floored by Acosta's conduct, and revoking his pass was a necessity given the way he conducted himself. Forget unprofessional. That was just unbelievable and outright just completely unprecedented, really. That was so inappropriate, and he should absolutely be extending an apology to that young lady who was simply trying to do her job.
So far, I don't believe she's gotten one yet. We're going to talk more about that coming up. But Mindy, good to have you here tonight on a night when now Jeff Sessions, Misty, forgive me, Jeff Sessions is now out of the picture. So many people had been expecting this day to come. They wondered why he hadn't left sooner, but now finally he's gone. And so now there's an opportunity to get someone else in the slot who can oversee Bob Mueller and that whole investigation. Where does it leave the Mueller probe?
So as of now, so you're right, Trish, Sessions